used to have a delivery guy that would come and flirt with me all the time. And finally I asked him, "Aren't you married?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, why did you get married?" And he said, "Because she checked off all of the things on my list." And I was like, "But do you love her?" And he kind of was like, "Yeah, I love her." But it was not a very strong, "I love her." It was like, "Ah, I guess I love her." And I was talking to a lady recently and she said the same thing. I asked her, I was like, why did you get married? And she said, "Because he checked off all of the things on my list." And I was just like, what are y'all doing? If you ask me why I married my ex-husband, it's because I loved him. It's because I felt like together we were unstoppable. I felt like together we had a mission to go off in the world and do great things. Because he was the person I chose to do life with. And I took that commitment serious and I was willing to go through whatever ups and downs came along with it, within reason. You're not gonna beat my ass and I'm gonna stay with you. But within reason, I was willing to stay with him and do life with him because I felt like we were a team, like we had a bigger mission together. And I never wanted to jeopardize what we were trying to accomplish. And so there's nothing wrong with the list. I have a list now. I mean, on my list is I want to feel safe, protected, and loved, and I want him to bring out the best in me. And I want to do the same for him. And I want my next partner or husband or boyfriend or whatever to, like, when he sees me, I wanted to, like, set his soul on fire. Like when he sees me, I want him to be like, "Yeah, that's my woman." And when I see him, like, "Yeah, that's my man." Like we are in this together. We doing this together. We showing up at barbecues dressed alike, two-stepping, holding hands, and people are sick of us because we're so in love. Like if it's not that kind of love, I don't want it. And y'all got to know these people with these lists. You just checking off the list. When that woman or that man comes along and sets their soul on fire, they are going to give that next person everything that you've been sitting around begging for in the relationship because they don't really like you like that. But they're going to love that other person and want to give that other person everything in the world. And they're going to leave you. Or at bare minimum, they're going to cheat on you and fall in love with this new person that really sets their soul on fire. Y'all be careful with these lists. And be careful being in a relationship where you're constantly asking for something and he's not giving it or she's not giving it. They hear you and they don't think they're worthy. They don't think you're worthy. But when they find that person that sets them on fire, they're going to give that new person everything that you've been sitting around wanting. Trust me on that.